So this question, I guess, is for the whole cast, but I guess particularly Sam and Claire. How do you work on, so none of you have Southern accents. How do you work on your accents? What kind of exercises do you do, or what type of training to really get those authentic Southern accents?
Good question. Give that girl a soundtrack.
Well, for me, I guess it was, I trained for 3 years in London. I went to drama school, did an acting degree, and always loved working in different accents and studying phonetics and really kind of absorbing them and listening. And I think, you know, my ear's always attuned to accents and to imitation. I think I just take the mickey out of friends who have different accents. So I always spent my childhood doing that, and combine that with. She's laughing at me again.
Sorry, you said the Mickey.
Yeah,
Nobody knows what that is.
What? Yeah. Taking the Mickey. Yeah.
Taking the piss.
I wasn't going to say that.
I'm sorry, I did. Leave it to Juliet.
Yeah. So it's a combination, I think, of a great grounding for me in my training and just having an ear, I think, and also working with a great dialect coach on the show. So I guess my preparation is receiving a script and working that with our dialect coach and picking up any nit points, any little sounds that aren't quite right and need kind of tweaking, and then doing my homework, I guess. And by the time we come to shoot, hopefully it's all in the right place. And I think a lot of it for me is also staying in Gunner's accent on set as much as possible, to not kind of slip back into. I may do when I'm having some lunch, but I'll try not to.
It's funny hearing them at the end of the day. They both go like do this in between where they're transitioning back into their normal accents.
Yeah.
So every other word is
It's like this
British
weird
or
pseudo
Australian.
what?
And then Southern. I'm like, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna go downtown and get myself a burger.
I'm so much less civilized than that. When I was little, my dad, he was a flight attendant, and he used to bring home videos for me to watch. I loved film when I was a kid, film and music. I was like, oh. And he brought back Song of the South. You guys remember that old Disney film? I loved it. So beautiful. And Steel Magnolias and Fried Green Tomatoes are my favorite 3 films, and I just did that when I was a kid, and I walked into the casting with it. And then when I finished, they went, oh, thank you for coming in. And I was like, okay, thanks, see you later. And they were like, what? Oh, yeah, oh, sorry. So it's just so much fun, and Scarlett's accent is so, it's kind of like, it's like the Irish Celtic thing. It's the Southern is so musical. There's a beautiful lilt to it. It's fun to just be able to let loose, and I don't know, staying in it. It's nice. Being in Nashville, that's one of the most important things about it, I think. You're hearing it all the time.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't even know when you're doing it, and I'm sitting with my friends talking, and they're looking at me going, you're doing it again.
Yep, you do.
Sorry.
Definitely do. But I think also the technical aspect of it is that when you sing, we all have tendencies, you have that ear, and so therefore you tend to pick up accents a lot more easily. And I mean, I even remember doing a movie in South Africa when I was like 13, 14 years old, and going to a massage therapist and her hearing me talk, and she was like, what are you around? And I realized that I was on set with South Africans, Kiwis, and Aussies, and I had all of these, South Africans, New Zealanders, and Australians, and I had this weird combination of accents. But I think we all tend to just slip in it because we hear it all the time, and we live these characters, and being in Nashville, we're technically living these characters' lives.
Mm-hmm.